early practitioners of experimental psychology distinguished themselves from parapsychology, which in the late 19th century enjoyed popularity, including the interest of scholars such as William James. Some people considered parapsychology to be part of psychology. Parapsychology, hypnotism, and psychism were major topics at the early international congresses. But students of these fields were eventually ostracized, and more or less banished from the Congress in 1900 to 1905. Parapsychology persisted for a time at Imperial University in Japan, with publications such as Clairvoyance and Thoughtography by Tomokichi Fukurai. But it was mostly shunned by 1913. As a discipline, psychology has long sought to fend off accusations that it is a soft science. Philosopher of science Thomas Kuhn's 1962 critique implied psychology overall was in a pre-paradigm state, lacking agreement on the type of overarching theory found in mature sciences such as chemistry and physics. Because some areas of psychology rely on research methods such as surveys and questionnaires, critics asserted that psychology is not an objective science. Skeptics have suggested that personality, thinking, and emotion cannot be directly measured and are often inferred from subjective self-reports, which may be problematic. Experimental psychologists have devised a variety of ways to indirectly measure these elusive phenomenological entities. Divisions still exist within the field, with some psychologists more oriented towards the unique experiences of individual humans, which cannot be understood only as data points within a larger population. Critics inside and outside the field have argued that mainstream psychology has become increasingly dominated by a cult of empiricism, which limits the scope of research because investigators restrict themselves to methods derived from the physical sciences. U236-7, U200 feminist critiques have argued that claims to scientific objectivity obscure the values and agenda of historically mostly male researchers. Jean Grimshaw, for example, argues that mainstream psychological research has advanced a patriarchal agenda through its efforts to control behavior. U200 120, U200